Hey, it's me, Nestor. Welcome back to another video, and most importantly, Happy New Year. We are all thankful that 2020 is over for no other reason than literally taking it off. As most of you can see from probably the title of this, it's going to be a little bit different than I normally do. I usually don't do videos on my own most of the time. But yeah, literally getting rid of resolutions for this year. Just want to say, first of all, like, a couple of yous would know that I like wear multiple hats. Not only do I have multiple personalities, as some would think, but I wear multiple hats in the sense that I do different things. And this would be more of like my wellnesser side, which is kind of my fitness blog that I do mainly off season, because when I'm playing football I can't really keep up with it. But yeah, I'll put the details there, go ahead and follow that. So yeah, this is mainly just to get us all in the right mind frame when starting a new year. I know people probably have like lists of stuff that they want to do, things that they want to achieve, and that is absolutely amazing. And does that sound sarcastic? Because I feel like that sounded sarcastic. But yeah, that's amazing. Especially we have like a new year obviously brings so much hope. Like, I'm not that type of person who, maybe I am. There's multiple personalities. But you know when people say, oh, why'd you have to wait for a new year to do something? Just do it. I understand that, but at the same time, like, waiting for a new year a lot of the time gives us like a fresh start. It gives us a lot of momentum to start something new. Granted, we should just start something, but psychologically it helps. But personally, the reason why I'm not doing resolutions, so quote unquote, in the typical traditional manner anymore is because I found that like starting resolutions or writing them down came from a place of not accepting myself. It came from a place of shame. It came from a place of feeling that I wasn't adequate. Everything on my list was stuff that I wanted to be my ideal self, and a lot of the time it was very different from the person that I am right now. Once again, not saying that you shouldn't have goals. You 100% should have a goal, but if your whole list is literally the opposite of who you are, that's a problem. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, obviously there's things that we would like to change in ourselves, but let's take this for example. Easy one, everyone, fitness. We all want to look better, we all want to feel better. The first goal that majority of people will have is going to the gym, losing a certain amount of weight, or eating a certain way. After the first week, how many times is that literally the last thing you want to do? Like, you don't want to eat well, you don't want to go to the gym. It's literally what you don't want to do, but it's literally all you can think of. Do you know what I mean? And I went through that where I was literally in a cycle of writing. Literally, I have in my notes app since 2016 my resolutions, and it was so toxic because anything that I would achieve I would put like a green tick on, and things that I didn't achieve, like, I would put like a recycling on it. And it's like I was treating myself like an assignment. You know, I didn't accept myself. I didn't like the things about me. I wanted to change everything. But the more I did that, the harder it was for me to achieve those things. It literally took me like 4 years to achieve like one thing on that list. You know what I mean? And I started to flip that last year, and I decided that instead of making a list of things that I would like to like become, I just accepted that I was those things already. Obviously, if you're trying to lose a certain amount of weight and you say, yeah, I'm like 15 pounds lighter, that's not gonna work. For example, reading was one of the things that I wanted to do. At the start of the year, it was amazing. And then I just stopped doing it, and I just couldn't find time to meditate. And I felt like such a failure because I was rating myself on how well I did this instead of just doing it, instead of just being like, instead of saying I will read. It's like, I'm a reader already. I know how to read. I will just read. Do you know what I mean? And it took all that pressure off and took all that weight off. And I just started doing it when I had time. Granted, I don't read all the time. I don't read as much as I would like to, but I'm still doing a lot more than I want to. If you want to lose weight, whatever you want to do, like, I would say just become that thing, accept that you're not there right now, and then make steps to it. Like, granted, like, there's going to be all these SMART goals, whatever works for you, that's cool. But I think we can all understand that we all go through this process of shame. We all shame ourselves into becoming these things, and a lot of the times we don't actually attain these things by literally the second month, and it literally will make you feel the worst thing ever. So obviously we've come from such a hard year, and like a lot of people, you probably didn't achieve that much on paper, but that's okay. And that's not coming from like a mediocre stance. I know, like, I'm a perfectionist at heart. Like, I hate staying the same, and I understand how much it is to stride all the time. But what I'm doing, what I wrote on my list anyway in my notes app, is just to be everything that I would hope to be, instead of comparing my real self to my ideal self. Obviously, set goals. If you work in a place that you need to set goals, please set goals. Don't go and say that Nestor said don't do these things. But if you're going to have goals and you're not going to have a way to achieve them, one, that's detrimental to yourself. But two, if your goal is to be the complete opposite of who you are, that's also detrimental in itself. Just become it. I know that sounds like so just simplistic, and it's really not, but it's so much easier than shaming yourself for stuff that you can't attain or won't attain. I promise you, you will get there a lot quicker. Actually, I don't promise you, because if you don't do it, that's your fault, not mine. But I wanted to share a bit of motivation and positivity at the start of the year. My New Year's resolution is just to become all the things that I would like to be, as opposed to shaming myself for not doing these things. And don't spend your next 12 months wishing that you did something or wishing you became something, when you literally can make that choice. If it's not today, you can make that choice tomorrow. Every day you wake up, you have a new hope, and you have a new chance to be who you want to be. So yeah, this is basically well Nestor, but hey, it's me, Nestor. Happy New Year once again, and I hope we have a peaceful year, because 2020 kicked my ass. Can I say that? Yeah, kick my ass. All right. Okay, like, share, subscribe, all that. Thanks. Bye.